everybody is sort of playing on these multiple planes at the same time, right? So let's say, what you're interested in is, and yes, there is something admirable to the idea that, wouldn't it be nice if we could just all get along and trade and do business? Of course, Trump's idea of doing business is slightly different from, most American administrations, and his idea of trade is slightly different from most American administrations, right? So he's clearly weaponized trade. And if you are Putin, actually, you're kind of pretty happy at the moment. You're one of the few countries that doesn't have a tariff regime. But if you are thinking that you could get to the point where you just have free trade with the United States, right? You're probably fooling yourself. And I don't think more broadly, though, that that is actually what Putin is interested in. So to come back to why this war and the outcome of this war matters. I mean, there are certainly ideological and yes, legacy-oriented sort of ideas in Putin's mind. I think he genuinely does believe in the idea of Russia as an empire, and in Russia's not only right, but in fact sort of inherent duty to dominate the entirety of the land that it once ruled, or at least the vast majority of it, right? And I really do think that that is what this war in large measure is about. But this war is also doing other things, right? So this war has totally restructured the balance of economic power in Russia. It's taken a class of people who benefited from trade and from financial flows and from being part of a globalized economy and a progressive economy. And a lot of them are still there, but they're much further down the food chain than they used to be. It's taken people in the security sector and people who've become war profiteers and put them right up at the top of that food chain. It's also the only thing at the moment that's actually driving economic growth. So every other sector in the economy that's not linked to the war is in secular decline.